Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the best part number C70579. This is a carriage assembly, a key carriage assembly. This one is specifically used on a very particular model of combinator. And this video is really going to serve as visual evidence of the carriage assembly, dimensional evidence. The client who bought this, their machine is from 1994, so they've gotten a quarter century of faithful use out of it, and this is the first time they've replaced that carriage assembly. So the key combinators from Best, they are going to cut your standard, your premium, and some peaks keys. The standard models are going to be your AD433 series. And there is, by the way, several links down below. Service manual, parts list, product brochure, etc. Lots of documents there for you to review. The AD433 will cut your standard keys. The AD433P is going to cut your premium keys. And if you've seen premium keys from Best, they're, my gosh, that key is so thick. It's just an epically thicker key blank. The blade thickness is substantially more robust. Then, of course, you'll be able to cut peaks keys. You can't cut every peaks keyway on a combinator, but you can cut a couple of them. So the key carriage from the parts manual down below is part number 3. That is going to be the item that allows you to clamp the key in the carriage, and also the carriage is what advances every time you cycle the handle. Okay, so the premium key carriage that we have here is shown in the parts list. Some premium keys require a left-hand configuration for the combinator. Some require a right-hand. This is a right-hand configuration key combinator because the client is cutting somewhere between the WA, WB, WC, WG, WH, WK, WY keyways. You would use a left-hand combinator for WD and WE keyways. So if when you face the machine, if the handle's on the right, that's a right-hand machine. Simple. Not where the dial combinator is. It's where the actual lever handle is. So you can buy a key combinator for standard material. They all require a right-hand configuration. You can buy, you can buy a key carriage for a standard, a combinator that cuts standard keys. You can buy a key carriage for premium keys, right or left. Then you can buy a peaks, a key carriage to cut peaks, which would be the AD437 or the AD436 key combinators. If you're cutting peak, you'll want to dig into the service manual probably to review that. But this, so what this really does is, lefty loosey, righty tighty. If you want to loosen the carriage, you turn that counterclockwise or to the left. And as you rotate it clockwise, you're going to see right in here, that's where it moves to clamp the key down. You can't really see it very well. Oh yeah. It moves in absolute counterclockwise to loosen, clockwise to tighten. Okay? So the key is what's fitting right under this knife edge that's here. This is the item that moves with time. This is a school district in the upper Midwest. They must have cut tens of thousands of keys to wear out their key carriage. But you are cutting premium blanks, so I would think there'd be more wear and tear on it. And without going into an epic video on the entire key combinator, of which one exists, if you search for the AD433-2. There is an epic video on the entire combinator, but this is just the key carriage. You can, in the service manual, the point of the service manual is that it will give you the step-by-step instructions to do several things on your machine, like change the key carriage. It will also teach you how to change the dial combinator. It will allow you to change the punch and die assembly. It will show you how to calibrate the machine to flip it from an A2 to an A3 to an A4 system. Is all in that document. And in typical BEST fashion, it is incredibly detailed. So an example of that can be also located from the link below this video to the manufacturer's page, where you can pull up not only all of the BEST products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog, but also to a document that's called, now let me pull it up here and see what it's called. It's called BEST A2 and A4 Keys System Training. If you want to know how to pin small format interchangeable core by BEST in an A2 or an A4 environment, that document will walk you through it. I've read, I taught myself how to key interchangeable core a very long time ago. If you don't do it, you forget things like, what's the pin stack height again? How do I get to the control key? Build up pins. Well, that document will refresh your memory. I will say that the document is, I've read it explained other ways that seem to use a lot less paper. So, but when it comes to technical support from BEST, they're complete, thorough, and amazing. Always responsive, always predictable, always responding. Okay, that's the key. No pun intended. Frank Best in the early 1920s, the namesake of the company, invented the small format interchangeable core system that has been duplicated and cloned and copied by countless others for decades. It is hopefully as important today as it was once upon a time, and that's evidenced by the fact that all other major lock manufacturers manufacture stuff that will take BEST cores. So there you go. Any questions on the C70579 right-hand key carriage for premium keys or any other BEST product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.